Hi viewers, today I'm with one of the greatest music director, actor and singer, Himesh Reshammiya. Himesh,
Hello.
welcome to Sydney.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
You made your debut as a music director in 1998. That's almost 18 years back. You've survived more than 2 decades in Bollywood. How do you see the journey?
See, played a very big part because I believe that it's not only talent. Actually, it's not talent. It's only destiny. It's God. So somewhere there's been a divine intervention about some blessings which has worked in my favor, and God has been very kind, and the audience has been very kind that I could deliver about 658 songs. And after 115 films, I still feel that the journey has just begun. So it's just the blessings of my parents, the audience, and definitely God. And of course, Mr. Salman Khan has a very big role to play in my career also, because he gave me this break with Pyar Kiya To Darna Kya, because I was a serial producer at the age of 16. So I used to produce serials and I had a lot of songs with me, about 300 songs. But because I was doing very well as a producer, I only felt that it was very difficult for me to struggle and get those songs out. And Mr. Salman Khan heard those songs and he just immediately got those songs in the market, and they did very well. So somewhere he's also played a very important part, and he's my mentor. And of course my dad, who's been the backbone of my success, he's taught me music. And of course mainly the audience, which has reacted and blessed me with these super hit songs. And 115 films and 650 songs, and today I'm so grateful to the audience, and it's God, that's it.
You've almost answered my second question, but I'll still ask. When you look at this 20 years of and a very successful career indeed as an actor, music director and singer, do you remember any moments or a person when you look back on those 20 years?
Yeah, a lot of people. Actually, every producer, every director, every musician, all my musicians, all my lyric writers, and my singers, and my colleagues, and everyone has been involved. So it's whenever a brand becomes very successful, there are a lot of people behind that brand, and I have got the opportunity to thank all those people who played a very important part in my life. And of course Mr. Salman Khan, who gave me that break, Salim Saab, who gave me that break, and my team, and my daddy, who made me learn music, how music is composed, how pakki bandish mein phrasing ki jati hai, a lot of things which were very technical. And at the same time, that technical knowledge is so important, with somewhere connecting to the divine emotion of love, of romance, of the connectivity with the audience. And while performing the biggest shows worldwide, this one-to-one connection, which was very important with my audience, wherever I performed, all over the world. And today now, performing now in Australia, Sydney, Melbourne, I'm looking forward to really some electrifying performance where I can connect with everyone and love everyone who's a music lover, and have that one-to-one connection with the audience.
So tonight it'll be a rocking concert.
God willing, I'll try my level best, and we'll all try and convert the stadium into a nightclub and enjoy it with the family.
Today Himesh Reshammiya is a mentor of many new talents.
Yeah.
You have given many new singles.
Yeah.
What do you have to say on that?
I strongly feel Mr. Salim Khan, Salman Bhai's daddy, used to always tell me that, he always tells me that you have to give it back to the industry when you've been, when people have backed you, you have to give it back to the industry by launching new talents. And we try as much as possible to come out with new talent, whether it is Vineet Singh, whether it is Amantrika, whether it is Akasa, whether it is Palak, whether it is Darshan, whether it is Rituraj, whether it is so many. I mean, new singers have been launched and got some very successful songs. Now I'm coming out with 730 new songs of mine, which is my next ambition to, because I've, in the last 2 years I've composed these 730 new songs which are very dear to me, and I'm going to launch it with one singer, each song with a big video and with the brand of Himesh Reshammiya and the Jewels of India. So that is my next ambition. And before that I come up with my album, which I have not done after Aapka Surur, my second album. So the first album was one of the biggest selling albums ever, and God really blessed me, the audience blessed me. Now I'm ready with those 10 new songs with this album called Aapse Mausiki, which is coming up next month, and we've just launched the trailer. So next month I'm launching my first video, and we are going to have 10 videos and 10 songs in the album. So I'm really looking forward to a lot of things this year and next year. And again, just hoping that people bless me and the audience just blesses me with their support.
You always have support of the audience. From 98 onwards, I have been your big fan.
Thank you
I
so much.
always thought everyone is getting Himesh, other music directors in Australia, why not Himesh? And when Vikas Paul gave us a call asking, what do you think of Himesh? It was 8:30 in the night and the call came, I jumped. I said, I've been waiting for Himesh and you should get.
Thank you.
Because
actually, I performed all over the world at least about 3 times in every country, every city. It's been a little unfortunate that I couldn't come to Australia, but now I'm very happy being here, and I'm honoured. And Vikas ji is a very good human being. All of you are beautiful people, and it's really so much of love, affection, and I just want to convert it on stage tonight with an electrifying performance.
You are inspiration of so many people, of all the new talents and old people like me also.
Not all, pleasure, you're very young.
And who's your, I know Salman is your idol, but any other in music industry is your idol?
In the music industry, the one and only, I've been, in my Indian industry, definitely we've been following Lakshmikant Pyarelal ji, R.D. Burman ji, my daddy, a lot of people, I mean, these are just a few names, a lot of people, I mean, and definitely one of the biggest performers that I've always been in love with. I mean, I just completely, look up to him because he was the greatest performer ever, is Michael Jackson. And I really feel he was such a complete musician, complete talented singer, performer. And I've loved his music, the chord structure, the compositions, the way he used to sing, the way he used to dance. So definitely Michael Jackson is one of my inspirations.
An artist's lifestyle is an open book. You get applause and you get criticism. Yeah. What do you have to say on that?
Of course, I mean, the audience has the right to criticize, because if they're going to spend their time listening to you, they have the right to criticize, and the artist has to keep improving. And it is a part and parcel of so much of success when you get. It's a part and parcel, and you have to accept it with a pinch of salt, and you have to take it in your stride and improve. And that's the reaction of the audience is very important. And I think I just believe that if you want to go to the next level, you have to always believe that you're a newcomer, because there is someone who's better than you, and there is someone, there is a lot of scope for improvement. So that's the way I look up to improving myself every day.
Your every album, every music film has been a super hit. What do you think while you're composing the music or singing the music?
It's always the connectivity of the listener, because that identification of romance, because I strongly believe that everyone has been in love at least once, and that connectivity with music should be divine. The notes should be very of pakke rags and pakki bandish, which I've learned from my daddy, and then you have to make it as youthful as possible. The sound designing has to be very, very modern, very contemporary. And I work on each song, I do my sampling, I make my 50 to 60 people who are on my team, make them hear, and they are open to criticize it, and then we keep sampling it so that when it comes out in the market, it is always sampled by about 100 people. And mainly, of course, it's just, even after doing so much, sometimes there might be so many more talented people than me, but they haven't been able to get some success. That's it's somewhere the divine intervention of God blessings of all these people, which has actually converted into so many hits today. When I look back at 658 songs, I can't believe it myself. It's just God, only God.
I know Riaz and others are very important for a singer, but what do you have to say to a new singer who's trying to make a breakthrough?
I think the times have changed. Earlier, like today, if I look at my journey also, I became a successful singer with so many hits because I was the composer myself. So somewhere the composer is very, very important for a singer to become successful. And that is very important for a new singer today, because there are so many composers and so many singers in the market to compete. It's very important that a singer finds that composer or a new tune for himself, or composes himself, however he wants to do it. But he needs those songs, because he might be a great singer, but if he doesn't get that tune, and the supply is so much, so many singers are coming in the market, he will get lost. His voice will not find his groove till he gets that composition. So he has to be in search of that composition which suits his voice and can come out in the market, because his first or second song, when it comes out, it needs to just connect for him to grow, because there is a lot of supply, so there won't be many chances given to him. But it's easy to get a break nowadays. It was very difficult to enter the industry earlier, but now it's very easy to enter the industry, because you can upload your video, you can send it to composers, and you can enter the market. But you need to just hit the right notes in the first 2 or 3 songs for you to make it very big. It's usually, and that's the trend.
What you said is correct. Entering is becoming easier, but to survive
That's
is very, very difficult.
Very difficult, yeah.
And when I'm looking as artists like Himesh and others who have survived for 20 years, it will be a challenge for the newcomers to do that.
They'll have to actually completely, just never. They have to reinvent every year, and that's what I've been doing with my music. That just forget what you've done in the past, and you can't live in the past glory of thinking that the audience will accept the same thing again and again. So every year you have to come up with a new song, a complete new concept, which is definitely in the structure of some very great melodies. The songs have to be very melodious, but the structure has to change. The reinvention is very important for any composer or an artist or a singer to go to the next level.
So do you think the transition, what has happened in the last 20 years in Bollywood, especially like now, when you go for a movie, there are 5 music directors they're doing. Is it a good trend, do you think?
It depends on how every artist looks at it. I don't see it as a bad trend, though I don't compose where there are other composers in the film, and I have restricted myself to doing some very less work right now, because I want the quality to really go up. So I'm doing very little work. Just doing 1 or 2 films as an actor, 1 or 2 films as a composer, and about 5 or 7 songs as a singer in a year. Now I'm coming up with an album after such a long time. And then definitely this whole project, Himesh Reshammiya and the Jewels of India, which is having 730 songs with big videos, and with some different, all the different singers, which are some great talents coming up. That will be my next level. So I have restricted a lot of film work, so that I can concentrate on these great songs which I have to come up next year to live up to the expectations of the audience after these hits. So I feel for the other composers, it is definitely not a very healthy trend, but its competition is always healthy. So it will inspire them to work even harder, and those who will work very hard, I'm sure God is going to be with them.
Earlier, the singers used to take care of their vocal cord. They never used to eat ice cream. I remember Lataji saying that. Does it happen in reality? Because now with
no, it all depends. It's how your vocal cords are structured or tuned. That's very important, because sometimes it's how a human body. I mean, for me, ice cream, it works for me. It doesn't. I'm okay with ice cream, and I'm okay with, but I'm not okay with supari and pan, which I don't have. So, but I'm okay. But I believe Kishore used to have a lot of pan, and it worked for his voice. So he had a great voice and never had a problem. So definitely, I feel it just works from vocal cords to each one has his own structure, and I am personally okay with ice cream, and I'm very okay with coffee.
You're a Guju yourself. It's a dandiya time. And tonight, do you think we'll have a real
Yes,
good...
definitely. There is one song with Salman Bhai which I did as a singer. I was not the composer for that song, which is Tu Nati Tu Taro Photo Pan Chalshe. We will definitely rock to that song as well, with all the other hits like Hokka Bar and Jhalak Dikhla Ja and O Huzur Tera Surur and Kheech Meri Photo and Jumme Ki Raat and Zara Jhoom and Aashiki and Bekhudi and Caller Tune and lots of tracks, which Teri Meri from Bodyguard, Son of Sardar, Rani Tumhe Raja, Balma. So all these numbers, Chalao Na Naino Se Bandre. So we'll have all these numbers, and Ek Hasina Thi, Sar Ki Jo Sar Se Jo Dheere Dheere, Odli Chunariya Tere Naam Ki, and Prem Ratan Dhan Payo. All these tracks.
I know the album has not been released yet, but can I request just one line of one of the songs which you love the most?
The title track of Aapse Mausiki. Mausiki, a lot of people don't know the music, like they didn't know the meaning of Surur when Surur came out, which meant intoxication. Music means Mausiki. So Aapse Mausiki is all about music and romance. हल्का हल्का सा है नूर दिल में, सांसों में भी है आहिस्तगी, बेख्तियारी ये कह रही है मेरी तो दुनिया बस आप ही, आपसे आशिकी, आपसे मौसिकी, मौसिकी, आपसे आशिकी, आपसे मौसिकी, मौसिकी, आपसे। तेरी अखियों का वार जैसे शेर का शिकार, तेरा हुस्न धुएंधार जैसे जलता सिगार, तेरे प्यार का नशा कभी यार कभी पार, तेरा प्यार 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 हुक्का बार. Let's convert the stadium today.
Thank you very much. Anything you want to say to the audience in Australia?
Thank you very much for blessing me with these 650 super hit songs, and I'm working very hard towards my other 650 new songs. And bless my album Aapse Mausiki, which is coming next month. And please watch the trailer. It's already on YouTube. And thank you for blessing me and loving me. God bless and all the best. Thank you for all your support.
I have to thank Vikas Paul from Friends Entertainment for arranging this interview and getting an Himesh Reshammiya in Australia for the first time.
It's been great meeting you.
And I wish this show all the success.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.